Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Yes, I know I've been gone forever, or maybe not forever, but to me, it seems like forever. I am finally returning to social media after a month-long hiatus. I definitely want to say thank you, first of all, to all of those that have reached out to me personally on my phone or by email and that have checked on me, guys. It really means a lot. Excuse me, guys, if you hear my dog barking in the background, but this is just as real as it's gonna get. I'm coming to you guys because I appreciate you guys' support over all the years that I've been on social media and that I've been building my brand. You guys have been so faithful and so supportive. So I feel like it was only right for me to come back to social media this way and just really talk to you guys, really tell my story, really explain to some of you who are just now following me or have been following me for years and may not really know me and my story and, you know, pretty much what's been going on over the past, 18 years. So like I said, after taking a month off from social media and really trying to get my thoughts together and my health together, you know, I'm coming back feeling more stronger than ever. As much as I stress this in a lot of my classes that I teach, is very important that you stay consistent with your social media posting and engaging with your audience. But sometimes, you know, we have to remind ourselves that we are human and that we go through things. And this is the reason why I have to come to you guys this kind of way, to really explain to you, and hopefully I can inspire or help someone else that could be possibly going through the same thing. All right, so first things first, who is Keyshia J? You know, I want to say hello to all of the people who have, you know, recently started following me since I haven't been on social media, or even those who are new to, you know, my social media page for the past couple of months or past couple of years. You know, who is Keyshia J? I'm a 35-year-old single mom of one. You know, my daughter just recently turned 18 in September, and she is a freshman in college. So, you know, I'm super excited about that. You know, I don't even know why I threw my nose to the side, guys. I can already tell I'm getting super comfortable. But it's okay, because anybody that knows me knows I'm super nervous when it comes to talking on camera. So I'm going to get used to this, guys. I promise I am. All right, so like I said, I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 18 years and an educator for 10 years. So I started off with Patrick Bradley's Team Hollywood. I did that for about three or 4 years, and then I finished off earlier this year with Influence Hair Care. So a lot of you may know me from, you know, the stage. If you don't know me just from social media, you know me from the stage as well. All right, so I was a salon owner for 5 years. This year basically would have made 5 years. I was a salon owner for 5 years, and I closed my salon earlier this year, February 28th. You know, the many reasons. So yeah, closed it down. For the main reason was simply because, and I would go into detail in the video, my daughter's health had just hit a major decline. She was suffering from 2 near-death experiences with her asthma, and you know, I was heavy on the road. I was heavy into, you know, building my salon name and, you know, my team, to the point where home and my daughter, she wasn't really getting, more so neglected, but you know, I wasn't really so hands-on, and you know, I had the support of my family or everything, but there's nothing like, you know, a mother's love. So I figured last December, enough was enough. You know, my doctor's telling me that my child was, you know, at high risk of dying from asthma. So to me, nothing meant anything, you know, more than, you know, focusing on my daughter at the time. So those are one of the main reasons. And then I also stressed in the video and how, you know, I really, growing up, I don't think I ever really wanted to be a salon owner. I just really, you know, looked at the forecast of how the industry was going, and everybody always tied success to having a business, or, you know, pretty much like a overhead. So that's what I did. You know, I worked 13 years in the business, and then I was like, yeah, I guess that's the next step, that I opened my salon. Totally bad idea, guys. I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I had money saved up, and I had the, you know, creative mind to really get the salon open, but I didn't have a business mindset to keep the salon going. So that's the reason why I closed my salon. So here I am today. Since closing the salon, this year for Kennedy has been an amazing, fantastic year. Kennedy has finished high school strong with a 3.0 GPA. She is enrolled in college and major, but I do believe she still wants to be more like a sports trainer. But you know, mom is still trying to make sure that she gets some type of minor or some type of degree, or at least mindset to get a trade eventually. So she's going to fluctuate between sports trainer and being a physical trainer. So a physical therapist. I'm getting all tongue twisted, guys, but it's okay because I want this to be just as real as it can get. And I started this video about 3 times. I'm not starting it over. Okay, so we talked about, guys, when I closed the salon. Okay, closing the salon, I was basically wanting to downsize. All right, and I wish that I would have had this plan before I had went and opened up a big salon, and that was to start off with a salon suite at first. So that was the plan, to close February 28th, and we were supposed to be moving into our new suite. When I say we, just me and my middle team, my assistant, Jennifer, and at the time it was my mentee. And I do believe I was going to bring someone along with me on the way, but that was the plan, to only go to a salon temporarily for 30 days. Ha ha ha. So like they always say, God laughs at your plans because he has a whole plan for our life. So here we are, damn near like 9 months later, and I still am not in my salon suite. And honestly, guys, I really think that's just where it pretty much all began. It came from, you know, me just really losing my mind because I didn't really know what was next for me. Like I said, God just pretty much laughed at my plans, and I figured that it was time, after getting Kennedy situated to college, now it was seriously time to focus on myself. So through the midst of all of this, guys, you know, I will admit, you know, that I was suffering from a major depression. You know, I'm sure we all go through traumatic things in life, you know, other things, you know, that personal demons and stuff that I, you know, may not discuss, but I was already going through a depression from, you know, probably Kennedy getting sick and having that mommy guilt and, you know, having to close my salon. You know, everybody's livelihood was affected by that. And, you know, just life's lessons. After a while, it just really started to take a toll on me. So after Kennedy went to school, I said, you know what, Keysha, it's really time to really focus on you. And this is one thing that I never really knew how to do. From being a mom as early as 16, that I've always had to really, as far as I know, to take care of someone else and look out for someone else. So now Kennedy's not home. I'm really struggling and really having to take care of me. So I throw myself into, when I realized that I wasn't getting my suite, I threw myself into my career the best way I knew how. So that's where I started the pop-up tours. I finally launched my Culonomics Academy that I thank you guys for so much for your support. It was such a success. So all of this was supposed to basically be a part of the salon suite move. And so God was like, oh no, you got to focus on yourself and just really focus, to me, on the next chapter. So, you know, in the midst of all that, you know, I'm running and, you know, I'm trying to keep the brand going, you know, because success is tied to having an overhead. So no, I'm trying to get used to this freelance thing that I know absolutely nothing about. So I'm trying pop-ups. Mind you, I'm flying all of these different places. I'm going different places, guys, and it's just me, you know. And now I see the importance of building a strong team, a team. And I've always been one of those ones. I've worked great in a team, you know, team environment. I've always been on, you know, scout teams, and but it was just really the thing that was eating me up more than anything, and that was building a team, cloning myself, and hanging around, or, you know, building around like-minded people. So long story short, guys, from the time period from closing my salon, from moving Kennedy into college, down to doing my last pop-up in Atlanta, I basically had a nervous breakdown, okay? I had to seek therapy. A therapist, you know, I was diagnosed with major depression and anxiety. So a lot of that was, you know, taking a toll on me physically. You know, I was still running. You know what the crazy thing is, and I'm so thankful for? Although I closed my salon, you know, months ago, it's so crazy because once I really looked at my numbers, those people, you know, you clients you don't care. You don't care if I'm doing hair in the bathroom. You guys are still going to support me, and you're still going to want to, you know, you're still going to want me to bless your heads and, you know, to give you all of these beautiful cuts and colors regardless, just from me just being, you know, my authentic self and, you know, just really focusing more so on the hair. So in the midst of me trying to rebuild my business, trying to find myself again, you know, as not being a salon owner, knowing I want to mentor, I want to help people. Guys, in the midst of all of this, I just really just hit like a crashing point. So that really boils down to why I basically had to take a social media hiatus, because I've realized that the best way to really promote your brand and to really build your brand and to really, you know, be, you know, really on top of your A game, you have to be your authentic self. All right, so hiding behind all of those beautiful pictures that I post, I was starting to take a downslide into really letting you guys know on, you know what was really going on with me, or really being my authentic self. So I didn't really know how to share that, because I'm still literally trying to find myself. Okay, so 2 weeks before I was supposed to, or about 2.5 weeks, well, 1.5 to 2 weeks before I was supposed to start another business venture, and that's with the pop-up classes, because I saw the demand for it. You know, I basically, that's when I hit the crashing point. You know, I had doctor's orders to be on bed rest. I had to go like a little minor outpatient surgery that basically just sat me down for about 2 weeks. You know, I know I've disappointed a lot of people, you know, especially when it came to the class. I had to cancel. I disappointed a lot of my clients, you know, that I had to like cancel. But guys, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come to you guys in video form, face to face, although it really makes me so nervous, and really just tell you guys, you know, how much I appreciate you. And then, you know, I thank you for all of your support along the way. But I just really I had to find a new way of doing things. You know, I'm one-man army. You know, that's the way that I've been thinking, but I've realized that I'm not going to have any longevity just being a one-man army, you know. So no more Keyshia, no more just being Keyshia, you know, by herself. So what now? So what do we do now? And God is so good, guys, because within the past 2 weeks, when I really had to sit my ass down, God really I started to hear his voice a little more, and things started to really work out. To me, I feel like in my favor, because I really wasn't trying to control as much, you know, that I couldn't control anymore. So all year, they've been giving me the runaround about, you know, the date, about when we were supposed to move in the suites. I do believe, from what they're telling me, that it's a lot of, you know, code-in and permits and stuff. So to me, it's nothing but God again, because, you know, it's giving me time to really focus on myself and really rework my game plan. Because at the end of the year, last year, we had started this new logo. I had dropped the hair studio, and I just wanted to, you know, create Modish as a whole brand, and just not really just being focused on hair. So here we are a year ago, when I thought it was only supposed to be 30 days after I closed, and now I can really work what's next for me. Okay. That we will be opening up sometime this month. We still don't have a date, but it's okay, because like I said, you know, we myself, and for those of you who are really struggling on what's next for you, or if you're feeling like you're stuck, sometimes we can get so stuck, because I am coming out of that, guys. I am. Don't let those pictures and all that traveling and thinking that I got it going on fool you. I have really been in a bad place for months. You can ask any of my family and my friends. You know, I appreciate you all, because you've all been so supportive. But anytime you're really feeling stuck, a lot of times you really have to push yourself. You have to push yourself, and then you have to come up with different strategies to get yourself out of it, you know. Being stagnant can really become a disease, and, you know, it can really start to cripple you after a while. So moving forward, I am no longer going to be a one-man army. I am going to clone myself. I am going to take my suites. Yes, I have 2 suites that I will be renting. I know a lot of people will think that, you know, that's crazy, but like I said, I'm not in a position to jump into a major salon overhead again. But it's going to get, with the plan that I have, is going to help me build the dream team that I've been looking for. Okay, so I'm taking a risk. I am taking a major risk, guys. Ooh, it makes my stomach hurt even thinking about it, because I love hair. I love the creative side of the industry, but I know that that's not gonna get me but so far. You know, after 18 years of doing hair, this is my gift to myself. I am coming from behind the chair. No, you guys, I am not completely retiring. This is who I am. I'm a Virgo. I am a creator. This is just what I do. I will never walk away. Well, I ain't gonna say never. I'm not coming away from the chair completely, but I know in order for me to continue to build my team, to build my brand, and to build and serve and help people, I am going to have to come back from behind the chair so much and help people. So I'm stepping into more of a leadership role, and just hairstyling is my platform. All of this, basically, I had to pull back from the algorithms of social media. Yes, I'm one of those. I was getting up there. I was comparing myself, wondering why I don't have my suite right now, wondering why I lost my business. How come she smiles so much every day, guys? I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I literally had to pull back from that and literally get myself together. So like I said, we still have no move date. They're saying within the next week or two, but you know, it's okay. I've already rounded my girls up. We've had our first meeting already. We are building a team called the Mod Squad. Yes, I'm sure I've probably heard it, you know, time and time before, but I will introduce you to, you know, these individuals and these young ladies that I am building from the ground up, and basically cloning myself and making a baby style team, okay? Close today. Like I said, I didn't really want this to be very, very long-winded, but I had to figure out the best way for me to be able to communicate with you guys and let you guys know what's been going on with me, what's been going on with the Modish brand, what's to come, and to also thank you guys so much for always supporting me throughout the years. I'm not gonna lie, I've missed it so much, but it's felt really good for 30 days to not being tied to my phone and really just getting out here and living more. You know, my therapist said that I had to learn to build boundaries, and I had to come up with different strategies, and most importantly, guys, I had to live. Anybody that knows me, you know, knows that all I do is work, you know, and I love it so much. I love what I do so much that I didn't realize that it was burning me out so much, you know. I didn't realize that, but you know, it's okay. It's okay, and I'm gonna be okay. So once again, guys, I thank you. Make sure that I'm put me first, most importantly, and then continue to build you guys. So there's so many more new exciting things coming from Modish, as well as the Colonomics Academy. I don't really want to, you know, say too much too soon, because I know me, I have to make sure that my plan is in motion to make sure that it's really effective for you guys. Okay, so thank you again, guys. I love you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.